Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough. Little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating graduation.
G'day guys and welcome back to the Jamo and Dylan Show, episode 49. And if you're watching on YouTube, there's something a little bit different this week.
There is, isn't there?
Yep. We went out and purchased some boom microphone arms, which makes it very easy for us to do
Bit more
the podcast.
professional. Look, arms free, bro. Hands free.
Professional, but also relaxing.
It's like a sports car. Hands free. Bluetooth radio.
Mhm.
It's beautiful.
One
Feel
of those
professional.
Italian sports cars, those sexy ones.
It's actually cool, hey?
Yeah.
It's just like,
And
can change them for any angle. Just investing in the business, you know?
Yeah, whatever. Everything we do now, everything we talk about is podcast related, basically. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
See, we're improving our setup and Joe Rogan's fucking his up because his new setup sucks.
So man
if anyone
goes-
else watches Joe Rogan,
He went Texas, didn't he?
yeah.
So he's gone Texas, and he had a nice old studio back in, was he in LA?
Yep. Some bricks. We had the American flag. Very
And
Joe
now
Rogan-y.
he's got red Star Trek fucking...
It's like a dome of like red. It looks like a Star Trek ship or something. That's a good way to put it.
It really does. And
It's one of the gayest things I've
I had
seen.
Mike Tyson on the other day, but I've seen so much of Mike Tyson that it's just normal.
Yeah, it's not a thing, and it's not like impressive
No.
because he does it. Doesn't he have his own podcast?
He does hotboxing.
Yeah.
And the one thing I don't like about Mike Tyson's podcast is that it's all black and white.
Oh, come on, grow up.
Grow up, have a bit of colour.
I was trying to watch a movie, and then it came on. It was black and white.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can't do it.
I'm
yeah.
not like. I want
It's
color.
all like, yeah, exactly. We've grown up with colour, so just continue to give us colour. Don't try
Yeah.
and change it up with something negative.
Exactly. It's just like it's cheap, bro.
Yeah, and it's sucking the fun out of movies.
It should only be color. They should go back and color the old black and white movies, just because
That's
boring.
like, they coloured a lot of the war footage.
Yeah.
That's
much
cool,
better.
because then you can actually understand.
War would
it
be a
more.
lot better in color than black and white.
Let's get into our first topic of the week.
Yeah.
We've heard a lot of things about it lately, especially you. You've heard a lot.
Seen a lot of posts about it.
Yeah.
So it's just this like post. So people have been sharing it on Facebook, and I've seen it a few times, right? And one of them, like a girl shared it, and it really annoyed me. All the comments under it.
Okay.
So it's about people being sober, right? And it's
Yeah.
a sobriety post. So it's basically like make it publicly acceptable to to not drink. People always tell me I'm not having fun, but I do it because I get sick and blah 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 blah. Right? All that. So fair enough. If you don't want to drink when you're out, good for you.
Yeah, good on you.
That's your personal choice, right? But don't act like you're high and mighty for not drinking. And then I see comments like, one of the girls was like, preach it, sister, with those hands. And then it's like, we actually have more fun. You fucking don't. Like, you do not have more fun, girl. Like,
Yeah, 100%. I reckon... Cause
the ones I saw is you fucking pothead. So you're not sobriety. You still smoke weed every day.
When I
But
was 16 or 17, I barely drank at parties, right? And I'd see everyone else having fun, and I was like, yeah, but they'll feel sick in the morning. Because I was so young.
Yeah.
And I just never indulged in the dark arts. And then had a few drinks when I was 17, and then a lot when I was 18.
and then you
And a lot
get
when
it.
I was 19. And I do get it, because you do have fun.
It's
Obviously, there's a tipping scale of if you go overboard,
Oh, then
shit can happen.
yeah. But I
right?
mean, it opens you up more. You're a bit more
100%.
social.
I feel like it opens up a lot of opportunity for growth.
yeah, for friendship, for like relationships with people, everything.
Like, if we see someone out that might be, semi-famous or famous, and we want to get them on the potty, we're more open to do that
Yeah.
if we've had a couple of drinks.
Definitely.
Because it opens up the floodgates of socialness.
Of just, there's opportunity.
100%.
You definitely I hated all the
And
we have
again,
way more fun. Yeah, but like,
we respect the people.
but don't brag about it. Like, it's,
Yeah.
if you're doing it for you, like, you just, I don't know.
Because we're not bragging about drinking.
no,
No way.
it's just
What's
like,
the point?
as soon as I saw that, I was like, nah, just.
It's more of like a grow up.
yeah,
one
just
of
like, come
those.
on, bro. Like, yeah, good for you. It's good you don't drink for you,
Yep.
but for me, I think
But
that's boring.
don't throw your non-drinkingness. Don't throw your sobriety in our faces and
Yeah.
say that it's such a positive thing.
I mean, it probably has its positives, but
Oh, 100%.
it would have its downsides too. You don't have as fun a night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't say, there's no way, like, there's 0% chance you have just as much fun. 0. And if you say you do, you're lying to yourself. Because there's nothing worse than being around drunk people when you're sober.
Yeah.
Like, it's annoying. You know what I mean? Imagine being in a club everyone's drunk and then you're just sober. I couldn't imagine it. I went to a party once and didn't drink and I wanted to kill myself. I left early. It was sad. And I was like, I'm never doing this again in my whole life.
But then I think for some people who are sober, like we have some mates that don't drink or smoke or anything, and
Yeah, I don't mind what they do.
they're
Good
fine.
for them.
And in their head, they could be having fun.
Yeah.
And it does come
Not as
down
much, though.
to perspective, like we always talk about. But yeah, at the end of the day, are you
You just
really?
can't.
Or
You
are
can't.
just saying it to
It'd be
back
like,
up?
it just can't, bro. It'd be like if we're eating a Nando's, right?
Yeah.
And they're eating like a Vegemite sandwich. It's just not as good. Like, no matter how much you like your Vegemite sandwich, there's no way you're enjoying that as much as we're enjoying our, tenderloins and chips.
100%.
That's just the way it is. That's
I like
life.
that analogy. That was
Yeah.
really good.
It's not the same.
Creative.
Yeah. We ain't in the same league.
We had a big supporter of the podcast message us at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram this week, and he said the apps that you have down the bottom of your phone, so we're talking iPhones.
Yeah. Because who uses Android?
Exactly.
Grow up.
You grow up. The apps that you have down the bottom of your phone is a big indication of what type of person you are.
Yeah.
And I can get behind this 100%. So let me get my
I
phone.
don't use, like, I like to search for mine.
You search.
So, like, on here, like, I just like to.
Okay, yeah,
So
a
I
little
don't
bit of a
use,
hide
I
and
use,
seek type thing.
I never use Messages and I never use Apple Music.
Okay.
I do use Safari. So maybe I need to put, my ones that I use, I put them up here.
Yeah.
In the top left.
Okay. Now mine, so I've got phone bottom left.
Yep.
Just because I'm always using that. I've got Safari, the second one. I've got ANZ, just to check my,
Yep,
my
banks.
bank statistics. And then I've got one with Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. So I've
Okay.
got a music folder. So
Yeah.
I've got phone, Safari, banking, music.
That's all right.
And then I've got all my socials on the next page.
Yeah.
In a folder. 'Cause
See, I
like-
don't have any folders. Mine's
Yeah.
all over the place.
See, look, I utilise folders heaps.
Do you ever use the actual search button for apps?
Only if it's like voice memos.
Carly only uses it, and I'm like, you're insane. Like, this is crazy.
That is very, very
I get really
unorthodox.
frustrated watching her use a phone or any type of technology because I think it's just wrong.
Anything different to you is bad.
No, like, watch someone else use a phone or
Yeah.
just how, even when we search for things, like, we want to find something out. Just the way we
Yeah.
search for things is so, and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot, like, you're wrong. And she's like, but my way of searching is a lot more efficient. But yeah, just especially her, watching her use a phone
Yeah. That's like me
gives
with
me
with maps though. Like I see people, they go, "Oh yeah, I know how to get there," then they get lost. I get angry at that.
Yeah, same.
So if you and I'm a big advocate for pressing go on maps.
Yeah.
because then you actually
especially
get,
if you're not a pro.
yeah, exactly. And look, I know my way around, but not well enough to say, "Oh, I don't need maps."
And
at
plus, I don't. If you're giving directions right, this is a big thing that people don't do. Is like Carly will drive past. She's like, "Oh, I was meant to be left," and I'm like, well,
all. Yeah.
that didn't hurt." Or she'll say, "Go left," and it's like last minute. Tell me like 50 meters before, get in the left lane. You know what I mean?
Or 200 meters before.
Yeah, be courteous.
Because on the phone, it literally tells you in 400 meters
Yeah.
turn left. You don't
Tell
even
me
have
which
to have
lane
the
to be
voice
in.
on.
I hate when it's like a,
You're
it's
in a
like
highway or
10 meters
something?
and she's like, right lane. So then I'm nearly causing a crash trying to get over to the right lane. Oh,
Yeah.
I hate wrong directions.
So do I, and we've discussed this many times.
Please don't give me wrong directions because I'll just, oh man, I
Everyone
lose
has
my mind.
everyone has their own methods of going about things, but just do it the right way.
Yeah, just do it the right way. There's
Yeah.
a right way, then there's like some people just do things so dumb.
So shitly.
I just I just don't know how.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
So back onto the apps you have down the bottom of your phone. Let us know whether you're
Yeah.
on the potty, the comment section, TikTok, wherever you're seeing this. Let us know what apps you have down the bottom of your iPhone.
Definitely. I don't mind that at all.
And like, what do they say about you? I guess for me, very money conscious. Like if I don't have much, I
yeah.
need to be checking. If I got to send
I
money
always
to
like to check
someone.
my bank. Just yeah.
I got music there because if I'm in the car, I just bottom right, bang bang, and then I'm on.
I try to use every time I use SoundCloud, they put an ad after every song.
Yeah, no,
Because I don't have premium, but I'm not
Whack.
paying premium SoundCloud, bro.
Whack.
Like I'm Apple Music or Spotify. They're like the third choice by far. I'd probably rather YouTube.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'd actually go because I don't listen. I'm not subscribed to Apple Music.
Yeah.
So I go Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music.
And then SoundCloud, if
SoundCloud.
everything... SoundCloud's for the Android people.
Yeah. Or like the dubstep people who can only get their DJ mixes from the
SoundCloud. Yeah, that's fair. Definitely.
Mm.
Something that was annoying me, right? I've seen it a lot. So you're in, a Macca's, wherever you are. Now, if I have my order number, this is again about practicality.
Okay.
So you have your order number, you know what it is.
So let's say you've got 816.
Yeah, so they call 816 and I'm up there straight away. And then, but before that, you hear 815, right?
Mm-hmm.
No one comes up.
Right.
Then she calls 815, no one comes up. And then she'll call about 5 times, and finally some fat bitch will stand up and walk over, and I'm like, just listen to your order number. Like, how do people not know their order number? That frustrates me because it gets called out. Like, I've seen it shouted at like 5 to 6 times, and then people just don't listen or something. I don't know, not paying attention.
Maybe the amount of grease and fat in their body stopped a lot of sound from getting in.
Definitely. Yeah, because there's too much blocking.
Mm.
I don't like seeing fat people walk into takeaway stores.
That's one thing. I remember it was a few years ago. It was just after we became good mates, and we walked into a KFC.
Yeah, it's always a KFC.
There was a woman who walked in who was, I would say, maybe 200 kilos.
Yeah, morbidly obese.
One of the largest women I've ever seen. She had about 8 ankles on each leg.
Yeah.
And then she's walked in, and Dill's whispered to me, she doesn't need to be here. Like, why is she here?
It's true, bro.
Like, it's the opposite place she should be.
Yeah.
Like, she's definitely asking to die.
Yeah, she could, I think at that level, you need to take some responsibility for yourself.
And I don't want to see her on the cover of a fucking magazine saying, like, positive body.
No, see, and that's the thing, society tries to back that up. No.
When I get some people are genetically larger than others, right?
Big boned.
But then some people... I hate when people say big bones.
I love it, but I hate it.
Because you can't
It's so
tell
funny.
You can't tell me that someone's got bigger bones than I do.
I just got big bones.
And no.
You got skin, bruv.
No. Because
you got more clogged arteries.
when you're dead and your body deteriorates, let's say you don't go through that cremation, right?
Yeah.
And you're dead. You take off that skin.
It'd take a lot longer.
It would. Because you put on
A lot more for the animals to feast on.
But your bone, you're going to look like a skinny little skeleton.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to look like a skinny little skeleton. So don't tell me
That your bones are bigger.
that your bones are massive, because I'm going to get vexed.
I saw one come out of KFC. A huge girl. It might have been the same one. Yeah.
It's a large woman.
And she hopped in the back seat of the Ford and it dropped. I'm not even... That is no lie. She dropped the car. I love seeing really big people get into a car because the suspension honestly does drop a bit.
What are the cars that go like up and down, like in Mexico and shit?
Oh, the... what are they called? Low riders, I think? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you just... I don't know, man. There's some really large people in the world.
There are.
Yeah.
Shout out to the largies.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
Do you think fast food... So let's say all of the fat people didn't go to fast food restaurants. Do you think they'd still stay afloat with all the skinny people? Because we would go once a week.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They'd probably lose a fuck ton of money.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because if
they'd
I
lose
go
a lot
there
of...
and get a 10 nugget meal or something, I know that person's getting 24 nuggets.
Plus probably I've seen big people when they eat and they will get like 2 burgers. They'll get like the family box for themselves, and I'm like, damn. Or even on Biggest Loser, they used to eat a whole tub of ice cream, drink like 2 liters of Coke. I was like, what the fuck? That was good when Biggest Loser was good.
Yeah,
See all
remember
the fatties.
Biggest Loser? Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
With the commando and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But then like some people would drop 17 kilos in a week, and I'm thinking...
The
fuck
problem
off,
is
that's
though,
real.
when you're really big and you drop weight, you have a lot of loose skin, like
Yeah.
heaps. Like it can actually look bad, and then you need to get that cut, and then there's I don't know.
A lot of surgical issues. So don't get to that stage if you can prevent it, you know?
Oh yeah, prevent it early.
Yeah.
Definitely. If your kid was getting really large, would you start, cutting back on the calories for him or her?
Yeah.
You'd have to as a parent. You don't want them to get big
Mm.
just because it's sad for them.
The kid's going to get bullied in school if they're bigger than
Yeah.
everyone else. You're going to get called chubby boy,
Especially in
chumbawamba,
high school when you start getting changed for sport,
Fat Albert,
Fat Albert, I like that. That's kind of funny.
Piggy boy.
Imagine getting called Fat Albert.
What are some other ones?
I don't know, eh? I used to feel bad when
Chungus?
people had chungus. Yeah, that big bunta.
Buntasing. If you've got a group of chunguses, it's chungai.
Chungai. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like a pack.
The pack
I
of
like that chungai. That's good.
That's just a few words for the larger people. What about words for skinny people? Stick boy,
Yeah,
Twiggy.
Twiggy's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's like Flight. He'd be Twiggy.
Mhm.
Flight Twiggy reacts. I don't know. He puts that on, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he
Yeah,
does, he
I
does.
realise that.
But yeah, I guess I think those names are acceptable because it's not bullying. It's inclusive.
I always felt bad.
Everyone
for,
needs a nickname.
People get called train tracks if they had braces.
Yeah. I remember when I got braces, you could only see my bottom ones.
Oh, that's okay.
But people called me metal mouth.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not a fucking
Well, your top
transformer.
one's like invisible or something.
Yeah, they were.
Clear.
You could still see them if you got close enough.
Yeah, but-
I wasn't letting anyone close to me back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's having braces like? Does it suck or how long did you have them for?
Year and a half, 2 years.
And what year did you get them off?
Year 10, I think.
Yeah, because I remember you
Oh,
having
that-
them, but not for long.
Yeah.
Once I started knowing you properly.
Yeah. No.
So what's it like? Does it hurt?
I
Like
mean,
when
what
you
does
get
it-
them on, and the first day you're just like, fuck.
Yeah, it's not comfortable, but then after a few days you get used to it. And like, I've had heaps of dental work done over the years. I've had fucking teeth taken out, shit put in. Like,
Does food always get caught in them? Is it hard to keep them clean?
I wouldn't say that often. You've got a little cleaning.
Because some people don't clean them very.
No, it's
some people are
disgusting.
disgusting with it.
But you get given like a few little cleaning instruments that you put in between the braces and twist them
Okay.
around. But I hated that feeling because I feel like if you pull it the other way, then your braces will come off.
Fuck me.
Because your braces are just hold on by like super glue, basically.
Yeah, yeah. And what's it like when they get taken off? You just like, is it like a fucking moment?
Slimy. So your teeth are all slimy because they have. Think of under the braces. They haven't been cleaned for a year and a half, 2 years. It's disgusting. Right now.
Yep.
So everyone that has braces will have a retainer plate that's left there because it keeps the
Forever.
Yeah.
What, is it a permanent one or a mini
No, it's
one?
permanent. Like,
Oh.
I think that will stay there for the rest of my life.
Is it just one little metal line under?
Metal line goes.
And do you have one up?
No.
Okay.
I think the top one, that's just keep wearing your plastic retainers, but I'm guilty of
Do you
not-
always wear them?
No.
Are you meant to?
Yeah, because then
Okay.
that keeps. So all the braces do the hard work, and then your retainer keeps everything. in
When you
place.
so if you pop a retainer in and then you wake up, it's gross, right? Like in the morning, is it?
Disgusting.
That's what I always think of that. Like
So that's why I
it
don't
makes
like
me
doing it.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to wear it during the day.
Yeah.
Once you finish braces, you just wear them at night when
Okay.
you sleep. Because that's what 8 hours you get to wear
Yeah.
them. Keeps everything in line. But no, I don't like it.
Yeah, I think. I think Carly's dentist told her she needed one just at night because she grinds her teeth, and I was like, nah, fuck that, like, because I don't want to have to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
This is a selfish reason, but I
It
don't
is
really care at all.
Very selfish. You
And then
prick.
she turns over, and it's just like, oh, bro, nah. I just feel, I just wanted to keep.
And at the end
grinding.
of the day, it's just a build
We'll
up of
fix it.
saliva.
Yeah,
but
it just to
when,
me-
when that's there for hours, it starts to stink. It's disgusting.
Oh, I just can't do it, eh? Nah. R.I.P.
Mm.
If you need to wear your retainers, go for it. Good for you. I don't know, man.
I hope you don't
I
have
just
a
have a
spouse.
fear, you know? Yeah. I just have a fear about it. I don't know why. I think I'm like scared of retainers. Like,
I think you are.
it's crazy. Just because I think of the slimy, all the saliva, and I think it reminds me of those kids who used to get the white, you know, people who get white foam there when they talk?
Yeah, I've experienced that before.
And it's just like,
Not
that's
myself.
no,
someone
I know,
else.
yeah, but and when it's all you can look at, you know what I mean? When someone's talking,
it's very off-putting. And look, some people can't help it, but I think
it's like when people have
surely-
shit breath. It's just anything wrong with the mouth you need to fix.
Well, there's a kid that we know who used
Literally
to have
had shit
and
breath.
it was shit.
It was
Poo. It was
disgusting.
poo breath. And word got around, and I'm pretty sure he found out. And I don't know if it ever got fixed, but
I haven't seen him in ages.
no, neither.
He used to fucking follow me, bro.
So basically, Poo Breath used to have everyone on Snapchat and used to talk to us quite frequently. And I have him saved in my phone as his name with the poo emojis next to it because that's all he reminded me of. So basically,
That's fair. That's fair.
throughout school, like obviously now we're a lot older. I don't use Snapchat that much at all.
No, I'm not a
just,
big
just
Snap.
to reply to
Yeah.
my mates and stuff.
I'm not big on Snap.
Um,
In school though, it's huge.
However, look, we've got Brandon from the Potty, Portuguese next to him. We've got you. I had smiley face and soccer ball.
That's nice.
Yep. Then I had Zach Denholm, who's used to surf heaps. They got a little surfer
In
guy
the
next
army
to
now?
him. Tommy had some tools because he used to love that. Tennessee cricket because he used to play cricket with him.
Just that association.
Yeah, Dalton footy.
Should have put the Macca symbol for adults.
Could have.
Golden Arches.
I don't think we have the Macca symbol on this though.
Probably
do we?
not. They should add that sponsored.
But yeah, I changed everyone's name. I know you never did.
I never
You
did.
used to keep everyone's username as what
yeah.
they were.
That give you anxiety a little bit?
Yeah, I don't really want to see
I just couldn't be bothered.
some of our mates having 2012 at the end of their name, you know?
What's that? Maddie Rutherford, she used to have that, didn't she? I swear she used to have a number at the end of hers.
Yeah, I think it's
I think she had
2012.
I think she had her name
Maddie
in
Lee
2012.
too. Maybe that's why I thought about
That
it.
sucks.
That does suck. That's one of the shittest names.
That's exactly what. Yeah, that must be it, eh?
Right, let's
Is
see.
it?
So what was yours? Yours was
Mine's
pretty
Dylan
good, though.
S7.
Dylan S7.
That's kind of like a bit av. That's like
Little
what a
bit av.
14-year-old boy would make, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maddie Lee 2012.
Brandon Leah 7914.
Some of them are bad, bro. Most are alright.
Josh Rog. He's probably Josh Rognetta. Yep, Josh.Rognetta.
Most people's just their name. Connor Baker 35. 135 actually.
Wow.
There you go. Perfect. We're just giving all Snapchat. People are going to add some Snapchats now. There you go.
Probably.
That's alright.
Shout out to you who just received all
That's
those
free,
new
eh?
followers.
Yeah. $5 a follower there. We're following up.
We were actually thinking, imagine if every one of you guys that listen gave us $1 per podcast.
That'd be perfect, eh?
Imagine $5,000 a week. You guys
Just
could
for
literally,
nothing.
you could change our
Everyone
lives.
could spare $1, I reckon.
Probably, but
Yeah.
we're not going to ask you to do it, but we're just saying, like, you know,
Yeah, if you want to give us $1, give us $1.
should we open up a joint bank account?
We should open. Who would we go with though? Do we go with one of ours or do we go with a completely new bank?
Could go new.
Because
but
I'm
it-
Bank West, and what are
I'm
you?
ANZ.
So do we go a new one?
We could.
We
but
would.
then
We should Google
it
best.
Would, it would also be easy if we went with one of our own because then we know what we're doing.
Do you like ANZ?
I do. I think it's.
I don't
quite-
mind Bank West, Bank Z,
Thanks, Ed.
Bank West.
Make a joint.
Who's Carly with? She was with Commonwealth. Theirs looks good.
Yeah.
I think Commonwealth is classy. Bank West is like the little brother of Commonwealth, I reckon.
one? Yeah.
Yeah. Is ANZ? I've never been in an ANZ. I don't think.
Have you not? There's one at
Looks kinda
near your
classy.
place.
Got the nice blue.
In Maddo.
Yeah.
But like,
That's
just
where mine.
app, really nice layout. You got your Touch ID. Just,
Yeah, it's a good layout. Bank West layout's not bad.
yeah, this is just you go in and then
Oh, that's kind of nice.
spending money. Grandma, because grandma died.
Yep.
Yeah,
Got the funds.
Got a little bit of money. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Love you very much. Quick death talk. So basically, we talked about this with Cam McCarthy a couple of weeks ago, and big shout out to him. Thanks for coming on, mate. Because we never really got around to thanking him on the potty
Facts.
because we had another guest on last week. But I
Oh, yeah,
remember
we've had
I-
two guests in a row.
We have.
Damn.
I remember we brought up something with him. I think I brought it up, and I said, I don't fear the death of my own life.
Yeah.
I fear the death of other lives. So
Yeah, I
like, if
never
you
think
died-
about my own death, bro. I always think about everyone else's though, all the time.
But I've just come to the realization that we don't know what happens after. You can believe what you want. Lots of people have.
I reckon
different
there's
beliefs
something,
on
I
it.
just don't know what.
But even if you die and there's nothing, no one, like literally,
No one
no
knows,
one
bro.
knows. No one.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh, I died and I came back to life," but what happened? You saw a light and then fuck all happened, and now you're back.
That could have just been the fucking click of the
Literally.
doctor, you know?
So it's very, very interesting to think about and to form different ideas and, you know, all these different opinions on it is fine to do. But I just think it's out of your control to think about what happens after your life. So if I die tomorrow, unlucky.
Do you reckon there's something or nothing though? If you had to put your money on it.
Well, look, if I had to put my money on it,
Yeah.
I say nothing. I say I die. My mind, so my brain's dead, right? People say the soul might go
Do
somewhere.
you think there's souls real?
I can believe that.
I think there's a soul or
Because
something. There has to be, bro.
I want to believe that there's something after, because imagine how fucking boring it would be being underground or cremated and you're
Because there's just nothing. It can't just end, bro. That doesn't make sense. But
then
what if it does?
If it
Fuck.
ends, right? This is what I always think. If you die, your consciousness dead, because that comes through your brain, right? So if your brain's dead, your heart's not working, where do your thoughts go?
But that's where people talk about the soul.
So then
which
the
is
soul
hard.
can
You
go
can't
somewhere.
prove it, but can you? I don't know.
And that's why people see ghosts, and ghosts are the souls of the dead.
Like lost souls, though.
That can continue to move around and haunt or
Just chill out.
And see how their grandkids are going and shit.
There's so many questions,
wild.
bro. It's wild to think about.
But yeah, basically, I don't fear death, but I fear the death of others.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think there's a lot of people that listen to this that would understand that.
I get that.
And
Yeah, I always think about that all the time.
Because people are always scared of dying.
Yeah.
You always hear that.
I never think about
a lot
myself.
of
I feel like
elderly
I genuinely have just. I think I'm gonna live forever. I actually do for some reason.
Really?
I just feel I want to freeze myself or something. I never want to die.
But even if you
I just don't want to die, bro.
You could continue to live forever through what your
through the
about it are.
But even through the potties, that stays forever now
True.
on YouTube. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
So you're still alive no matter what.
We could die tomorrow and you've still got 50 hours.
Yeah,
of us
because it's
on the
still
internet.
that's what's cool.
I rate that.
Yeah, it's like how like musicians like die, but then they're not because their music still, their voice is still out
Yeah, like
there.
Wacko Jacko's been gone for ages and people still listen to his stuff and appreciate it because of how good it was.
It's
and I guess
crazy,
it'll be
bro.
the same with the podcast.
It's good.
I do rate that.
Yeah.
We're going to live forever.
It's like Elvis, bro. Still famous as fuck. Man's been dead for ages.
100%. Another quick thing I saw on the Flagrant 2 podcast, Andrew Schultz one, we talk about it quite often. Basically, Mark Gagnon, who's one of the he's on the show, but he's like a sound guy.
Okay. Is he the Puerto Rican?
No,
Or is
no. He's the long-haired one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He got married on the weekend, and like Schultz, he did a speech at the wedding and stuff,
Oh, okay.
and basically they said it's a very Catholic wedding, and but everyone enjoyed it, and basically it was the first time that all these boys, like it was the first time that Schultz and Gagnon said to like "I love you" to each other, just as mates.
Okay.
And
because they already had a few to drink and
but it's the first time they both like opened up to each other and like told each other how much they mean to one another as mates.
Yeah.
And I'm a big advocate for telling your mates that you love them. Because
definitely.
If they're there for you, and you know, girls as well.
Because you can
Girls
take
say
friendships
it
for
all the time,
granted
though.
sometimes. You know what I mean?
100%. But I think girls tend to say "I love you" to their girls quite often.
Oh, all the time, bro. Girls are very affectionate towards one
Very
another.
affectionate. Whereas guys are just, oh yeah, I'll hang out with him, whatever. But you go through so much shit with each other. I think sometimes you need to sit back and just say, "I love you, mate."
Yeah, just see, and that's where the liquor can sometimes help with that. You know.
So Dylan, I love you, mate.
Love you too, mate.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
And we're going to do magic things in the world, and you guys are going to be along with us on this journey.
With $1 a week.
Mm-hmm.
Just
someone else.
OnlyFans, bruv.
Someone else who's starting off their journey is a
Yes.
mate. He's been on the show. He was on last week. Brandon Lear is starting his gaming career. Now, he's got an interesting personality. You guys know that.
Yeah.
And a lot of you guys want to see more of him.
Now you can.
Now
Every
you
day.
can. So,
Man's off work for a while.
Mm-hmm. He's got that clearance for a few months off work, so he's going to go ham with the streams.
Yeah.
So basically, on Twitch, some of you will know that, twitch.tv is a streaming website, and Rambo Lear is the name.
Yep.
Capital R, Ambo, capital L, Ear. Rambo Lear.
Put a little link in the description maybe or something.
Put a link in the description. Go check him out. He streams at 12 o'clock Western Standard Time.
Every day, basically.
So 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Australia every day. He'll be streaming NBA 2K21.
That's his big one at the moment.
He'll be streaming FIFA 21 when it comes out. And basically, he wants to create a massive audience. And at the moment, he needs you guys to get behind him.
Yep.
Right? So Rambo Lear, that's on YouTube and Twitch. And
Go
his
check the man
Instagram,
out.
Lear7914.
Yeah.
We told him to scrap the fucking numbers for Twitch and YouTube because no one
Yeah,
remembers
you need
numbers.
a proper name, you know, on YouTube.
So Rambo Lear's the name. Go check him out. That is Brandon Lear. Rambo Lear.
I liked Ugandan Brandon.
we pulled up a name generator to try and help him out before. Ugandan Brandon.
Portuguese Brandon. Brazilian Brandon. There was some really good ones.
Yeah.
No Fear Lear.
No Fear Lear. So some of those are good. And didn't you say Post Malone came up with his name through a name
his
generator?
name's Austin Post, right?
Yeah.
So he said before he needed a name, I think before like one of his songs dropped.
Right.
So he just put in Austin Post in the name generator, came up with Post Malone, bang. And that's what I mean. Like, no name's good until you've made it.
Very true.
He probably would have thought, oh, Post Malone's a bit. And now everyone's
shit.
like, oh, fucking sick, Post Malone.
That man's a rock star.
Exactly. See what I mean? Like Rambo Lear, he was doubting it, but it's a good name.
Yeah.
It really is. So yeah,
Sure.
Rambo Lear, check him out on Twitch. There you go.
Just do him a favour.
He's paying for our lunch for that.
He
so
is.
good man.
Thanks, brother. Time machine. What was this?
So the bloke said you have a time machine. You can go back and change one thing. Would you change like someone, like a big, like someone dying, like, you know, or are you just going to change something for yourself to get rich? I know exactly what I'm doing.
You're getting rich.
I'm getting rich, bro. Some people are like, oh, stop World War II. Oh, fuck it, bro. You know, those things
All
need to
those
happen
things
to be. You
happen
need to learn
a
from
reason.
them.
That's why we are where we are today.
Yeah,
If World War II never happened,
Who knows
we
what
might not
happens?
have been born.
yeah.
Because
That's the
certain
thing.
people died, certain people
I like
lived, you go through certain experiences.
Hot Tub Time Machine when he calls it Lugal because his name's Lou instead of Google. So I'd create like Uber or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably do the same.
You know what I mean? Just something
Because
like that. Set me up.
I feel like if someone...
Snapchat. He's a billionaire and he's with Miranda Kerr, the guy who made Snapchat. So
Yeah, no, that's interesting.
money does a lot, man.
Sure does. I'd
Yeah.
probably get rich as well. Because then you can help out your current family.
Yeah, exactly. And then you imagine coming back and they're like, or like give you like your mum or dad a tip, and they become like a really so that you come back and you're just in a fucking mansion. Yeah.
I watched a video on, I think it was Facebook. I might have saved, I don't know. But basically, it was a guy, it was a Danish father, and he was sitting at the table with his two sons who were probably about 18, 20 years old maybe. And basically he was trying to tell them that he'd won the lotto. So he said...
That's mad.
He was
Did he win a lot?
Speaking in their language, whatever, I'll tell you. So basically he said, I quit my job. It's very big news. And they're like, oh, is there any more bad news? And he said, no, it's okay. Here is $900 each to go shopping tomorrow. I won a little bit of money. And then he said, I gave them iPads as well. And then he said, I won $35,000. And then they were like, oh, why'd you quit your job if you only won that much? And he goes, I lied. I won 1 million. And then they're like, oh my God. Then he gave them another 900 to spend the next day. Then another 900.
And then he goes, I lied?
I lied. I won $2.3 million.
Damn.
And then
son.
and then the kids were like, oh my God.
2.3.
But like the way he was just handing out money and he's quit his job, it was just such a good experience for them. But imagine that. Your dad sits you down and goes, oi, deal. There you go.
There's
$1,000
900.
spend tomorrow. What are you going to buy, mate? Oh, I don't know.
Here's another one.
Here's another one. And then just milli upon milli.
Bro, imagine 2.3 mil in the lotto.
What would you do? So obviously, big question. If you won 3 million,
3 mil. So
would you still do the potty?
yeah, I'd make the potty. I'd put heaps of it
Yeah.
into this. So I would obviously buy myself a really big house.
Because you think we could buy guests every week.
I'd just buy myself a really big house. Obviously, set myself up, buy some good nice car, you know, and then I'd just get us a 6 studio, mad like perfect setup. We'd
Buy an editor. We could buy people.
and then I'd just spend money on like I put like I don't know marketing or and just fuck yeah. Because then you would get to do what you want as like your hobby, as like it's just what you want to do, which is perfect.
That's huge. That's what you want.
Would you still? Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then we could get a nice studio. Or maybe I'll just buy a mansion with a studio in it.
Oh.
Just because fuck it.
Home studio. Because then you don't have to leave home. That's what the beauty of this right now. We're not in a studio. We just made a makeshift studio and we love to do it here.
It's like this room was made for it.
It was. It's sort of like a little man cave. The lion's den.
It's crazy, bro. But yeah, I would definitely still do the pod.
100%.
Got to, mate. Till we get to thousands and thousands of episodes.
All right, let's get into voice messages.
Hope you're enjoying the Jamo and Dylan show. It's now time to have your stories heard and your questions answered. To be featured on the potty, message the boys at Jamo and Dylan on Instagram.
All right, first one of the week from James. This one will put up a bit of debate.
Simple one, boys. Do you say parmi or parma?
Parmi.
So, obviously, we're in Western Australia. We say parmi. We say that is the correct way.
That is the correct way.
The definitive
It is, bro.
way of how to say parmi gana.
I don't know. I don't know why. Like, it's just Parmigiana.
Because it's
Parmi's in it.
parmigiana. It's not parmigiana.
Exactly. And don't the eastern states say Parma?
Yeah, they do. I think
They're
we
riddled with
talked to
coronavirus and we're not, so who's right? You know what I mean?
riddled with the Rona.
Riddled with it, bruv.
Yeah.
The Victorians are so dumb that like they were protesting, you know what I mean? Like being locked down and stuff. I see a lot of that. Not where, bro, that's why you're where you are.
Exactly.
Your state deserves it because so many of them are idiots. When WA did it, we all chilled at home, did it right. Everyone's jealous of us.
And now we have no cases.
And they're still, like I said,
Touch
fuck.
wood.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah, they're just, bro. Obviously,
Parmigiana.
It's parmi. I think. Does anyone else say parmi, or is it just WA?
Probably the Italians.
Yeah, they would say parmi. They would probably pronounce it properly the whole time.
Parmigiana.
'Cause they would like saying it.
Hey boys, just a quick one. Love the potty. But have you ever been caught having a wank? You know, lucky enough, it hasn't happened to me, but I got very close.
I want him to describe very close.
Yeah, I think everyone's had a close call.
I think, I've had a few close calls.
I reckon some people would have horror stories though, so I'd love to hear those come in.
Like, imagine, you'd love to hear them come in. But imagine you're finna bust, right?
That's what I think that's happened, bro.
And then you do it as your mama walks in.
Or even your dad.
Very strange.
I reckon it's happened.
Luckily, that hasn't happened with us.
No, but
Obviously, there's been a few near misses. Like, I think I might have been doing it because I was frequent when I was younger. I'd say 15 was ridiculous.
yeah,
Right. Now, mum and dad, let's say they open a door. I'm like, oh shit, try to cover up. They walk out. So they know what's happened.
but it's just
But
swept
it's just-
under the
yeah,
rug.
swept under the rug. It's just a quick thing, and then the next day I forget about it.
I think there's been horror stories, and
I reckon there
some
has
people would have like scarring, shit. They would just
been. So let us know if you've had any bad masturbation experiences, women and men.
yeah.
Let us know.
Hey guys, how do guys feel affection because there are girls who love it and want more of it, and then girls who would rather fewer but more valuable moments? And like, are we undervaluing our guys? Like, should I be complimenting men more?
So 2 good questions in there from Sam, frequent listener.
Sam, big respect to you. All right, so
How
the
do people
first
show
one,
affection? Well, that's just we mentioned it before. That's love languages.
it is love languages. Everyone has a different way of showing love and a different way of wanting to receive it.
receive it. Yeah,
So I guess it differs from person to person. You got to get to know that person and
Yeah.
what they like. But for example, myself, I want to be shown affection. I don't want to be crazy smothered.
yeah. I prefer either like. I'm not big on like cuddling and stuff.
Okay.
I prefer like words, like good job, you're good, or like you look good, stuff like that. Or like I like actions as well.
Okay.
And that's how I like to show it. I like to show by actions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because actions speak louder than
That's
words.
what
But
I-
then you also like words.
Yeah. I like receiving words, but I don't. I say them sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm more like I like to do things.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I think
I'd say
I'm
I'm
pretty sure.
a bit of both. Like I love a cuddle.
Yeah.
I love the physical aspect of a relationship.
Yeah.
But then I also, like as you said, words stick with people.
Yeah.
So if
That's true, that's
if your
true.
misso says, "Oh, she's proud of you and she loves you," that'll stay with you for.
Yeah,
a
I think
long
that's a
time.
good. I think Carly's good with like saying nice things to me, but I
Yeah.
feel like in general a lot of girls maybe aren't to their boy. Don't say
Yeah,
enough.
I think-
so. Like, give him some compliments,
Yeah,
because
gi-
guys
give-
in day to day don't really get them that much as a male. Like
True.
living, you don't as much as women do.
Like if the boys post a photo on Instagram, you're not having, "Oh my god, so gorgeous." You might have two of the weird mates go like, "Oh, so sexy, brother." Like, but then at the end of the day, girls are getting as much as like body shaming and a lot of that stuff is in the world. We do it a fair bit, don't we? Yeah, but as much as it's in the world, girls get praised so much by their friendship group.
Oh yeah,
whereas men don't.
Yeah. Even
So-
like the ugly ones get hyped up. I reckon that girls hype up the ugly girls more in their like,
Potentially.
and they're always like, you look so beautiful and stuff. Whereas if a guy's had, it's like, you're fucking fat, bro. Like, do you know, it's true though. I see your girls hype up like, you know, the sixes a lot.
yeah.
Just, I think it's to boost their confidence, which is nice. But yeah, it just doesn't work like that for blokes.
True. So basically what we're trying to say is guys are underappreciated, I'd say.
I think so.
I think every day the stigma around
Well, I saw a thing and it was like,
men's-
no one gives a fuck about guys unless they're something.
unless they're providing
People care
something.
about pretty girls no matter what.
Yeah.
Or girls in general, but no one cares about a bloke unless he's like famous,
Yeah.
rich, like usually, or like doing something.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Exactly.
actually,
if the guy's not putting something on the table, what's
yeah,
the point?
usually no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
for
What were you gonna
sure.
say?
There was actually, we got sent in a question. A girl was asking. It was a long paragraph. I couldn't find it today, but I remember it. And she was basically just saying, "Who do we think has life harder, girls or boys?" Did you see that?
I didn't know.
And she was like, it was really, and it was something she was saying like nothing can compare to. I think she said, I think girls have it harder. Nothing compares to childbirth. I think she said that, and then she
Okay.
just think girls have it harder in general. Where
Yeah,
was it? I
well-
want to read the full thing.
Childbirth would be very difficult, obviously.
Yeah, that's the
And-
most
and-
painful thing.
And
Probably.
we can never experience that. But imagine.
Oh, here it's here. Yeah. So need you guys to end the argument with my friend. I don't think that guys have to go through comes close to girls, you know, giving birth. Society standards and expectations are higher on girls than boys. She thinks.
How about life expectations? Because men.
And she also said, I feel like both genders are biased to their gender, which is fair. And she thinks girls definitely have it
100%.
harder. I
Okay.
don't think girls have it as hard in modern society as they used to. I think they're all acting like it's the 50s still.
Yeah. When
Girls have
times
it very
changed.
good today. Like,
Yeah.
equality's fucking there. It's not an unequal, especially if you're living in, like, Australia or something.
Yeah. And
You're not getting paid less for being a girl. That's just...
men kill themselves.
Yeah,
more
men's
often
suicide rates, like...
are through the roof
Like-
in comparison to females. And why is that? Girls will say, "Oh, because they're weak."
Yeah.
Not all girls. Most girls are lovely, but some people don't understand mental health as well as others. And the way I see it, especially in modern society or whatever, so let's say you've got a dad who's 34, has a couple of kids and a wife, right? The dad's going to work every day, 5 days a week, 8-10 hours a day, doing the hard yards, right?
Yeah, and the mum's taking care of the kids,
Yeah.
which is tough.
Yeah,
But the
very
dad feels
tough.
that pressure to provide,
Exactly.
bro. Like,
If the dad loses his job, if something happens where he can't work, there's all this pressure that goes onto him, right? And I feel like the pressure of keeping a family together, if it is a two-person, like parent, what do you
Yeah.
call it, parentship, whatever.
relationship,
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
household.
In more cases, the father would be more dependent upon by the family.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you can also say the same thing for like a single mum. She has so much to take care of. But then there's all the single dads
There's single
that get
dads too.
underappreciated out
I think
there.
it's like, yeah, both genders have it tough. And
How
I don't
about-
think one definitely has it more than, no way.
But
Like,
why even is there a debate about this?
I don't know why
can't
there's
it
a
just
debate.
be life is hard, try and have fun?
Life's hard for everyone, bro.
Exactly.
I don't think it's about, I generally don't think it's about what gender you are makes your life harder. Like, both have pros and cons, 100%.
Yeah.
I've in school and stuff, both have pros and cons. Like, I feel like teachers were a lot nicer to girls 100% of the time. Like, I think in just different aspects of life, that's just the way it is. But it's hard for everybody. I definitely don't think one has it significant. Like, childbirth is difficult, but like, it's a choice too for both. Like, it's not something you deal with every day.
I've seen a lot of stuff on TikTok lately about, I guess it was women trying to, like, counteract sexism in society. And
Yeah.
they were coming up with things to, it was actually an Australian girl. I can't remember her name. I won't throw her under the bus. But basically she was saying she had the camera there. She's in the front of the camera and she said all these things about boys. She was like, oh, go kick a footy. Go lift weights. Go and fight.
What does that mean?
I don't know, get in the kitchen. Like she's just trying to say the opposite of what men
I'll
say
go play
about
footy.
women.
But even I saw a thing. It was like some girl was like, talking about male privilege or whatever.
Yeah.
I've genuinely never felt like I've gotten anything for being a bloke.
Yeah.
Like handed to me in my whole life,
No.
living in a good city.
Yeah.
And then I saw someone comment, he's like, female privilege. Like, you can just start OnlyFans and make double what a tradie does. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fucking true. Like, do you know what I mean? That's something a guy can't. So there's like pros and cons to being girls and boys. And it's like, everyone has it tough, you know?
And I feel like with OnlyFans, 50% of females could do OnlyFans and make money, whereas I reckon 2% of men could do it.
Oh,
and
not
make
many.
money.
I feel like there's...
Because
I
you'd
don't
have to
know
be
of
the
any
mo-
blokes, bro.
Probably like a gay stripper is the only person
Yeah.
that can make money, because most of the time they're the ones that will go into that industry, that entertainment industry where they have to be ripped and they're performing and shit. Surely not too many straight guys are doing that.
No, I don't think it's
Yeah.
much of a straight industry for men. But yeah, I just think, if you're trying to, I don't know why people always try to compare it. Like, why do they
Yeah.
hate the other gender?
Mm.
It's just weird, bro.
I don't even think that's a debate she should be having with her friend group.
No.
Grow up, have a normal conversation.
Everyone has it tough.
Talk about Saddle Club.
Yeah.
Or the footy on the weekend.
Or like, I don't know what girls talk about, actually.
My Kitchen Rules.
But yeah, I don't even think it's a gender thing. It's more like a country thing. You know, like there's countries that are just shitholes
Yeah.
where like the men and women are having tough times.
Yeah.
Whereas like if you're a girl living in Perth, in Australia, it's a good first world. Like you
brighten up a bit. We're in probably the best
one of the
country
best
in the
countries
world.
Your life's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's holding you back. More girls go to like uni and shit than men these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everyone has good and bad.
Have you guys ever experienced, like, from a team sport, like footy or something, that there's always been, like, that one kid that faked their injuries for the attention and like, the coach's pet? If so, please tell us about it.
Yeah.
There's always that bloke.
We had a coach's pet in footy. He used to tuck his shirt in before every game. The coach didn't even want that to happen, but he used to do it right in front of him.
Okay. Just so
And,
like I'm your coach.
I remember T-ball. I played T-ball when I was like 10. And I
Yeah.
remember there was this kid, can't even remember his name because he was rubbish at the sport, but he'd walk up to our coach and he'd say, "Ready at your service, sir."
What the fuck?
Ready at your service.
Ready at your service, sir.
In under 10s
Damn. Was his dad in the army or something?
potentially.
General?
I don't know.
Damn.
General Cockwad.
What the fuck?
But
Yeah, there's a lot of people who fake injuries. I was watching netball, like junior girls netball, watching Carly's game, and this girl, like, she's rolled her ankle. Like,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
And she's on the floor, like, screaming. Like, everyone thought she's broken it. She's screaming, like, like, screaming, bro. Like, just dead on the floor. She's got, like, 5 people around her, right? And then, like, 2 minutes later, she's just limping off. And I'm like, what the fuck, girl? Like, everyone was like, some people I was sitting with were like, oh, that's a bit much, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you, like, doing this? Like, screaming. Like, and I was like, you just rolled your ankle. Like, I know that's painful, but it's not like a
knee dislocation.
Bro, it's like her life was over.
Yeah.
That scream. It was like a scream a girl would get if she, like, someone's in her house.
Yeah, it was probably just because Jeremy decided to not go on a date with her on the weekend.
so she's really angry about.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was that's one moment I've seen. And there's always people who fake injuries for a bit of attention.
Another thing, this is a message to women who are like this, all right? Don't get so angry about a guy that doesn't want to go out with you. I've seen a lot of stuff lately where a girl will post a TikTok and say, I matched with this guy on Tinder, we talked for a day, and then he said that he didn't want to see me. He didn't want to see you. Move on.
Because
keep swiping.
when it's the other way around, everyone laughs at the bloke.
Yeah.
Like, if the girl doesn't, it's like, oh, move on. Leave her
Yeah.
alone, bro. Like,
Yeah, fucking no, she's gonna be fucking a big 6'4", a Dutch guy.
that's what I say to the blokes too.
Yeah.
But it's just, see, like, yeah.
G'day boys, I'm just wondering what is
G'day,
your
bruh.
thoughts on like the horoscope and star signs and stuff. Personally, I reckon it's all just fucking bullshit, and all of the traits that they talk about, they're all good traits. There's never any bad ones, and like
Oh, that was
And,
it.
and he says they're all
I
generalised.
think he
in
sent
the
it.
next
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So basically, we have discussed this before, but I'm very passionate about they're all very broad, general topics.
Yeah.
So I'm Sagittarius, right?
Let's see if you are one. Let's see if you agree with these.
I'll agree
Sagittarius
with Leo. I'll agree with Aquarius. Fucking.
What do you mean?
You give me any star sign and I'll agree with it.
What, that you're that?
Yeah.
But this is apparently what you are.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
let's just see.
is this today's one or this week's one or?
That was Cosmopolitan. Okay, this is on astrologyzodiacsigns.com.
Okay.
Okay. So, strengths. This has strengths and weaknesses, likes and dislikes. So, do you want to hear them?
Yep.
Strengths. Generous. Would you say you're generous?
Not so much.
Idealistic. I'm not too sure what that means, to be honest.
Modern.
Idealistic means
I've got a
characterized by. Oh, you like perfection.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
that's true.
I would say so. Yeah.
Great sense of humor.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
Weaknesses. Promises more than can deliver.
No.
Very impatient.
Yes.
You are impatient. Will say anything no matter how undiplomatic.
Well, the podcast
Yeah.
suggests so, but I do have to hold.
This is
some
what you
stuff
like. Freedom.
Yeah.
That's very broad. Travel, obviously.
Yeah.
Philosophy.
They couldn't give a fuck.
Being outdoors.
Yeah.
Sagittarius dislikes clingy people.
I did actually say that before.
Being constrained.
Yeah.
Off the wall theories.
I'm a bit claustro.
Like this.
Yeah.
Curious and energetic. Sagittarius is one of the biggest travellers.
Yeah, well, I can't right now. What are you?
Taurus, let's see.
Let's go Taurus.
Taurus traits.
Let me read it.
Okay.
All right, Dylan. Now, what website did you go to?
But I think we're all different now because
Were you
they've
Cosmopolitan?
changed. Nah, I didn't go with them because I think they're like a girly magazine.
Astrology Zodiac Signs.
That sounds good.
Okay. Strengths.
But I'm technically not a Taurus anymore.
No, I'm pretty sure they took away the new one. Didn't
Oh,
they?
really? Okay.
I think after 2 days they took it away because too many
Everyone was like, fuck you.
too many 17-year-old women were
Yeah.
angry about it. All right. Taurus traits. Strengths. Reliable.
Not really.
Patient.
No. Oh,
Practical.
wait, I'm
Yeah.
practical. I'm
Devoted.
no, only to the potty and
Yeah.
very minimal things.
Responsible.
Oh, bruv.
Stable. Weaknesses. Stubborn.
Nah, that's me being stubborn, isn't it? I'm stubborn, yeah.
Possessive.
No, I'm not possessive.
Uncompromising. Taurus likes gardening.
Bruv, my dad likes gardening though. He's a Taurus, so
Cooking.
I don't mind.
Music.
I do like
romance.
Oh, who doesn't like?
High quality clothes.
Yep.
That's very, very
That's
specific.
that one's actually not bad. That's kind of specific.
Working with hands.
Oh nah, bro, I'm not getting these hands dirty.
Taurus dislikes sudden changes,
I don't mind. I don't know.
complications,
Everyone hates complications.
synthetic fabrics.
What do you mean, bro? What's a is that like cotton or something?
Yeah,
is that
I don't know.
synthetic?
I don't know. Anyway, surely we won't get copyrighted for this, but basically I'll put the video
What about
up on-
horoscope.com?
I'll put the video up on the podcast, but this is JME, Skepta's brother, talking about horoscopes. All right?
Shut. If you believe that somebody born at 11:59 at night on one day, and then somebody born at 1 minute past 12 the next day, or not even somebody, everybody on this planet, every single person on the planet, and bear in mind that time zones rotate across the planet. So people that are born at 11:59, 12 midnight, 11:59, 12 midnight, and then all of a sudden the 1 minute past midnight the next day, kids are getting born. They all have different traits and different flipping likes and different flipping. You're a donut. You're so stupid. You're so stupid.
What's his
You're
star
stupid.
sign? Look up Jamie birth date. Maybe it'll say aggressive. Like,
JME birthday.
apparently people don't like Geminis.
Really?
Yeah, I've just heard that's a thing. It's Carly
4th
always
of
says
May.
people say no, they must be a Gemini. I don't know.
4th May star sign.
What do you
He's a
say?
Taurus as well.
Is he?
Yeah, 4th of May.
I feel like we're not that similar.
No, you're not.
Good bloke though.
Yeah, you're a donut.
I've never called someone a donut in my whole
I haven't
life.
either. But that's how mad he was. But basically, I think horoscopes are bullshit. You can't tell
Are
me.
you a truth seeker? Knowledge is key.
What
we
is
hate
this?
books.
Is this
Sagittarius. Knowledge is key. It fuels you. You're keenly interested in philosophy and religion.
No.
At the end of the day... Oh, this is weird, bro.
Yeah, it's... Every website's different. How are you telling me that I'm different? I am who I am. I listened to a Skepta song.
That's kind of funny, though. That was fun.
About sex, money, and murder, right? And then I
That's
listened
about
to
love.
Bob Marley preaching about love and unity. I'm different.
Boys, back with another one. How much would you pay to see a 1 hour video of you and your 5 mates' funniest parts of your life? Like funniest highlights.
Fuck, that's priceless,
Oh, you
mate.
could split that. All the boys would want to split that one.
Bro, no joke, I'd spend thousands of dollars.
Because imagine the
An
highlight.
hour, right?
Oh.
Bro, it's an hour of your
It's a
best
highlight
moments.
reel. Imagine that. I hope that happens when you die. Like
Yeah,
you get sat
yeah.
down in the room and they're like, "Let's watch the movie,"
Yeah.
and you're just there for like years. You're just watching your movie, bro, of you. I hope that's what happens when you die.
That's what you're putting out there?
Yeah,
Hopefully,
but I want to
universe
freeze
repays
myself
You
'cause I don't
do.
want to die. Come back in the year 3000, like
So,
Fry
yeah,
and Futurama.
how much would you pay?
Oh, same, bro. Just whatever.
Couple thousand?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like that would be life-changing. I feel like if anyone was on their deathbed and got to watch that, that would make life worthwhile.
Yeah. Because it just make you happy.
And when memories fade, that's literally your life fading away.
Yeah.
So it's fucking sad.
That'd be magic.
G'day boys, love the potty. Quick question. A few ex-guys at a party and my mate rooted my ex-girlfriend on the same couch I was sleeping on. Is it fair for me not to be friends with him, even though I'm completely over the girl?
Fucking oath.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
fair,
on
bro.
the same couch that he was sleeping on. I didn't even clock that when we listened to that before. He was sleeping on the same couch. Is this at the same time?
That's what it seems
Sounds
like to
like.
me. I'm thinking he's
Jesus.
fallen asleep on the couch. Friend and ex-girlfriend have gone at it. Then how did he find out though? Did he wake up in between, or did someone tell him? Like,
Surely
oh,
you'd lose your mind. So basically, he's over the girl, but
Yeah.
also that's your mate. Like, is he mate?
Yeah,
Or is
what
he
kind
just
of
a
mate? If it's a good mate, then obviously. But if it's just like that, like, would you do the same to him? There you go. That's how you can tell if he's your mate or not.
Mm,
Now he probably wants to because to revenge. But
true.
yeah, it's fair to not be friends.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's fair,
be,
bruv.
I wouldn't be mates with him. No fucking way.
So, boys, my question for the potty is,
Oh yeah.
so we got a bag, yeah, and it's got 95 blue balls in it.
I thought he meant a
and
bag.
5 red balls in it.
that as well.
And so you can have it like your luck of the draw, and try and just put your hand in and see what you get. If you get a blue ball, you get $1 million. If you get a red ball, you get terminal cancer.
Okay.
It's like you still have to suffer. How many times are you dipping your hand in, or are you like even going at all? And like when are you stopping? Cheers,
It was only 5 red, wasn't it?
Yeah. So 95% chance it's $1 million.
Yeah.
5% chance it is cancer.
I dip
terminal.
my hand in once and see what I get.
I would dip it 3 times.
Yeah.
Because I'm taking that little risk. But then if you dip it in once, you get
A mil.
$1 million. That can set you up.
You don't
if
want
go
greed to
bang,
come and
bang,
get ya.
bang, realistically, you could dip it in 70 times.
Yeah.
And you'll probably be all right. But I don't think I can take that risk.
I don't want that
'cause
terminal C.
I don't want that terminal C, that TC.
I'd kill myself.
You
I'm
would.
not going through that pain, bro.
Imagine the luck of the draw. You get that 5% chance of that red ball.
And you get 95. Oh, imagine if you get the red ball straight away.
Yeah, first pick.
The universe is just like, fuck you, greedy.
Number 1 draft pick.
I wonder why that doesn't happen more. There should be games like that in real life. I always thought there should be like I don't know why I want to see this, but like I would open a zoo and I put you in the den with the lion, right? And if you survive a minute, you get like 50 grand.
Wow. And people can test their luck. Can
You
they
can
like
watch.
wave a flag and then get pulled out? Because
Nah,
how are they going to?
once you're in, bro,
How
you're
are they going to
in.
get the money?
You have to know once the minute's done,
Oh, then
then
get
you can
pulled
come out.
Oh, okay.
We'll like tranquilize the tiger or something. If it's like
Yeah.
the last moments of, but like, would you watch? I would watch, bro. I would watch someone fight a tiger. I just know I would.
Oh, of course I would.
Because it's that human thing where it's like, you know it's going to be horrible, but you kind of like can't look away. You're
That's
kind of
like
like, what the fuck?
My sister had to watch the Hunger Games for school, right?
Right.
Now, we've seen Hunger Games before. Pretty decent. Like, when it came out, it was big. I feel like if the Hunger Games happened into today's society, it'd be the most watched thing on the planet.
Yeah.
Even though it's savage.
Bro,
it's people
I
getting
tune
killed.
in every night.
And we're not there to watch the people die.
But if it
we're
happens,
there to see the spectacle.
Yeah, bro.
That would get me?
That would be insane. It would be it'd get billions of views.
Yeah, it would. Everyone would want to watch.
I want to watch it. We should make it, bruv. It'd probably be legal somewhere.
Lil Lincoln from Texas, he's 7 years old. He'd be watching that shit.
It'd
from Rajasthan.
You'd sit around the dinner table and watch it. Mum,
with
Dad.
your family. Chopping into one of them T-bones.
Fuck, that's an idea. And we'll have a zoo as well. I want to see people versus animals.
The Jamo and Dylan Zoo.
With the dark side. We'll have it in like Cambodia or something where the laws are a bit loose, you know?
Panama.
We don't need like licenses for animals and shit.
What's going on, boys? Love the potty. So me and my girlfriend took her out for dinner Friday night.
Good bloke.
Yeah, Friday night. And she was complaining on Saturday because I was on PS4, wasn't talking to her all night. And she was saying that I don't love her and stuff like that.
Bit harsh.
Fucking opening these videos, all the boys on PS4 listening to it, hearing them. And then we were walking down school the next day. They're like shit stirring her. They're like, oh, he doesn't love you. He just took you out for dinner and stuff like that. Then she's like crying next session. And the teacher sees her and asks what's happening. And so then the teacher pulled us aside after class and like full on gave us a full lecture and pretty much said to me, oh, if that was my husband, I would fucking leave.
Oh.
What's your thoughts?
So if her husband played PS4, she would fucking leave?
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch.
She's not in her right mind to even have a fucking opinion on that.
It's a kid's relationship.
Exactly.
One, he took you out to dinner. He's playing PS4 with the boys.
Friday night.
Leave him alone.
Dinner with your girlfriend.
Come on.
Well done. Tick, tick, tick.
Tick,
right?
for a young man in school.
You got to look after your mates on that Saturday night and be there for them.
He has to play PS4 because if he doesn't play, he misses out on all the banter.
Exactly.
He gets left out.
Tick, tick.
He's only 15.
Not replying.
He took her out to dinner. He's a good bloke.
Not replying at all. Maybe you could have just replied 1 or 2 times. That's just a little fix.
Showing the
you can
messages to the boys. Wrong but funny. Okay, you should have known he's
True.
playing PS4.
Yeah, always funny because the boys will make fun, but it's good fun. And then just the fact that the teacher said,
I don't like the teacher getting involved.
Don't use it. That
My
as a
husband, I'd
comparison.
leave him.
Bitch.
You would leave your husband.
Bitch.
He should leave you. She sounds like a mole.
Bitch.
I want him to show this to his teacher.
Yeah.
You know when kids always send us videos of them playing the potty in class?
Just play it out loud. Bring your Yui boom in.
Yeah.
And just play it.
I can already imagine her, bro. Oh, she's the type of girl I wouldn't have got along with at school, that teacher.
Off topic, but I was thinking... So the intro song that we do to the podcast on the way to Dunsborough, it's a couple years old now, right?
Yeah, it is.
I was thinking we could remaster it.
The remix version?
The remixed version. Have you hop in on a verse.
Okay.
Maybe extend it a little bit, and we can just upgrade the intro.
Just a little bit of a...
Just a little spice
It is a tune, isn't it?
It is, and you even said your older brother likes it.
He loves it, yeah.
And
Wade loves it.
It just makes me happy that it's done so well for our
Is it
little
the
community.
outro as well?
Of what? The potty?
Do we have an outro?
No.
We don't we?
It just stops.
Maybe it could be an outro song too.
Could do. Maybe your verse could be the outro, Mike.
And we'll get John to do a little voiceover at the end.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan show.
I love it.
We'll see you back next week for more fun-loving content.
Yeah. He would say it like, that's great. Yeah. That's perfect.
I guess that's where we leave it this week.
Yep.
Go and get a feed.
12:19.
12:19.
That's where we end it today.
On a Friday. You'll see this on the Monday or whenever you're tuning in. Hope you're all doing well. Keep showing us love and support. Tell
Send
your
$1.
mum. Tell your dad. Send $1.
That would be sick.
All right, that's where we'll leave it this week. Thank you once again. Have a good one, and we'll see you next
See you
time.
later.